What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. So the woke have gone and ruined all of our favorite characters in our favorite movies, ruined our favorite beer brands, have ruined some of our favorite places to shop, our favorite sports leagues. What else could they possibly ruin? What's left to desecrate? Well, of course, the national anthem. And let me just tell you, this is what raping of your ears sounds like.
Say, can you see? By the blood in the streets, that this place doesn't smile on you, colored child. Whose blood built this land with sweat and bare hands, but you'll die in this place, and your memory erased. Oh, say, does this truth hold any weight? This is not the land of the free, but the home of the slave.
So that person who just butchered your eardrums and our national anthem, her name is Jill Scott. Never heard of her. Apparently she's a R&B singer, something. Has a pretty dumb website here. But anyway, gonna be singing at a jazz festival. All right, yeah, there you go. Okay, Jill Scott. Apparently, she's a multimillionaire, famous artist who has become quite famous in America thanks to our nation being open and available to promote people of talent and meritocracy. If you have some lungs on you, you can also become a multi-millionaire. No one should use the national anthem to express their hatred for America, says Lauren Boebert. Too many men and women have sacrificed their lives for this great nation. Shameful. Land of the free and home of the slave. Interesting. Home of the slave. It's really curious how America is the only country that actually gets knocked for slavery, when in fact, not only has slavery existed since before Christ, not only is slavery something that, I don't know, like the people go and take photos next to the pyramids, you know, those were built by slaves. Jill Scott goes to Egypt, does a show in Egypt. She's traveling all over the place. Oh, look, she's going to Rotterdam. She's going to London. Well, you know, the Dutch and the British were people who brought slaves to America. Is she going to give them lectures? She's going to be performing in the Netherlands. She's going to be performing in France. You know, that's why you have Haiti, because the French used it as a slave colony. She's going to be performing in the UK. Those are the people who shipped the original slaves over to America in the slave trade. And that America had to abolish that ancient, sick ritual of slavery. And we actually fought a war, spilled a ton of blood, primarily white people fighting a war in order to free black people and make our Constitution real. All men are created equal. No appreciation for that, however, among these people. R&B singer Jill Scott did a woke rendition of the national anthem. She changed the lyric to be about how oppressed black people are. She says, "It's not the land of free, the home of slave." Okay, slavery was a regressive practice when it got to the American shores. It is a practice that actually held America back in its implementation and was a degenerative practice. No slave built America, all right? And from our very founding and from the inception of this country, there was a huge wing of the party, a huge wing of the people who founded this nation that wished to end the practice. And then 50 years later, did end the practice. But I wouldn't expect like woke imbeciles like this to understand that or to be appreciative for it. Jill Scott's net worth is an estimated $12 million, and as much as I like hire, why is she so oppressed? Dom Lucere saying, I just love how people want to be slaves so bad they can't. No one can stop talking about it. I love Jill Scott, says Joey Molinaro. She's a Pride of Philadelphia icon. So heartbreaking for me to see. Name every single one of the songs she's ever done. Wow, this guy really loves Jill Scott. Sad to see her go through this routine. She's talented. She doesn't need to go this route. Well, I mean, you do if you want. You do if you need to have some type of relevance, I guess. In woke culture. I'll like leave it here. But there's a great interview. It was done 60 minutes, and it seems like 60,000 years ago somebody would have the temerity to say this. The 60-minute interviewer is speaking with Morgan Freeman, and Morgan Freeman's like, I need you to stop calling me black. I need you to stop calling me black, and I need you to stop talking about race in America. That's how we actually solve racism in America. We stop talking about it. We don't sing songs about slavery. We don't obsess over the ills of our nation and every other nation that has ever existed, by the way. Again, this same artist would happily take a photo next to the pyramids, thinking it's okay, it's fun, I'm at the pyramids. I bet there is one. I bet go to her Instagram. I bet there's a photo of her. She seems to be traveling the world, Jill Scott. But there's a photo of her next to the pyramids. No crying for the slaves that built the pyramids, is there? No. Also, for Jill Scott, no crying about the statistics for black crime, black deaths after COVID and after the George Floyd riots and how those skyrocketed. Just little inconvenient pieces of information. She's from Philadelphia, so no crying for the horrific crime here. You can see the dangerous parts of Philadelphia. Effectively, the dark blue means the most murders and the most crime, far above the median average for crime. So if it's dark blue, that means above the median national average for crime. Look at Philadelphia. The entire city is dark blue. No crying for her hometown there. No crying for the crime statistics in the United States here released by the FBI, showing that the vast majority of murders are committed by black or African Americans in this nation. The vast majority. Even though that's, 10% of the population? Did you ever asked about black on black crime? She ever asked about that? When she says the streets are running with blood, have you ever asked why? Maybe get to like the issue, like the cultural rot that has existed that can actually help save people. That's what I'm for. I am anti-violence. I am in favor of people not being violent, but we're going to have to face these numbers. You're going to have to actually you're going to have to actually stare down from the FBI. This is the website I'm using, the FBI website. Stare down the actual real problems in this country in order to combat them. Nope, we don't talk about those things. Far easier to just talk about slavery and to just obsess and say that you're oppressed. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Freeman had it right. Listen.
Black History Month you find ridiculous. Why? You're going to relegate my history to a month? Oh, come on. What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? Well, come on, tell me.
Well, I'm Jewish.
Okay. Which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh. Why not?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism?
Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man. I know you as Mike Wallace. You know me as Morgan Freeman. You're going to say, well, I know this white guy named Mike Wallace. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.